You enjoy this part of the process?
No. It's like, I really don't actually. That's like the replicas are like so much more enjoyable. Like I really like painting.
If I'm not home because I'm at work, then it's hard because he can't really get too much done. So when I'm home, I try to keep the kids with me, and then he goes down and does stuff, but he still gets that guilt. The guilt, I should be up there, I can hear them laughing, or someone cries and he just drops everything and runs.
I'm gonna work on a little fish that I'm gonna fix up, okay? I'm restoring it, making it look better so I can paint it. But when I start doing the ucky fish, where I gotta take its guts out and stuff, we're gonna need more space, because Vance needs to get video and stuff, and it's gonna be stinky, and you don't wanna see all that, all right? I try to keep my kids out of it, because when I'm fleshing out a deer or whatever, it's not the prettiest thing, let's call a spade, but they kind of get it, but they don't see any of that stuff. Like, they'll see this, or like, oh, Daddy's doing a bear, or they'll come through and see the bear and act like they're scared of the bear. For them, it's like Walt Disney. I don't know. They're used to it. They see it. I don't think they make a correlation that it's dead. I don't think they can at this point. They don't go, oh, there's a dead. They can say it's dead. They know it's dead, but did they really comprehend death? I don't think freaking. There's no way.
HB 20 was a product of seeing a lot of issues that were going on in the public in terms of people performing marriages and lawsuits from other states about trying to force different public officials to take positions. And I said, how can we actually avoid that kind of problem here in Alaska? And one of the ways we could do that was by making it possible for elected officials to allow those folks to perform marriage. Thomas Jefferson tells us, government is best which governs least. What is government doing today? How can we make it so government can really get out of the way or create the least amount of bureaucracy in the way of people moving forward and doing with what they want to do with their individual lives? And this seemed a way to actually make elected officials provide a public service that's probably very meaningful to people.
Well, now, like on an airplane, they'll say, is there a doctor on the plane? At a wedding, if something happens, if someone doesn't show up, they'll say, is there an elected official at the wedding to come up and save the day?
Okay, I'm done. I can tell that you two are good friends, so talk it out. Okay, for example, Aiden, when you talk over me, even when I have a gun pointed at you, it makes me feel like you don't respect me.
What?
It's called an I statement. You say a specific action that bothers you and like how it makes you feel. Go on. Somebody better start talking.
Okay. Fee, when you lie to my face, you're being a bitch. I feel like you're being a bitch.
In one inning, last game, we scored 8 runs. We can do this, okay? You've got to look each other in the eye and you've got to know you can do this. We can fight back and we can get this. Come on.
Here we go. Do it now. Yeah, on 3. Do it now. 1, 2, 3. Do it now! Here we go.
I don't know if mentally adjusting to losing is necessarily an adjustment you have to make, but I think it's something. I hate to say that it's something that I've learned, because I'm a really competitive person and I hate losing in anything.
When I accepted the job and I was actually considering even taking the job, knowing that there hadn't been a lot of success, in the previous years, poses to me a challenge. Why doesn't Yale win? This is the best school in the world, arguably.
Here you go, Sid. Coming around just the slightest bit. What are you? I'm coming around just the slightest bit. What is this, outside? No.
One of the hardest things, mentally for our team, and for any team, is when you have had a couple of seasons in a row where you haven't had the number success. We've had all the moral victories in the world. We've got a closet full of moral victories, but getting the actual win sometimes is what you need to catapult you to the next level. And I think trying to get from, not getting those actual W's in the win column makes it very mentally difficult and challenging to continue to push through.
feet down.